give first the idea, and then I get to the concept about it. I'll take maybe 1 point out of it and work on 1 point. Because you get to do on everything, I think on everything is very hard, it's very shocky. It can shake a person till the end.
And we can't accept it's too difficult for us.
I see myself is too
Shocking.
yeah.
But
Moshe.
his generation, when he wrote to his Talmidim, they could deal with that?
Yeah,
Okay, so they.
For us, it's more very shocking. But the concept you have to get. The concept, the Yeshiva my father talked about a lot, but the concept you have to hear it and get and put in La Maisa. I take 1 point out of La Maisa. I take 1 point that is something we can work on. So they put in it and you can put it in a scale and they work on it. He says Hashem checks a person by his actions.
Hashem what?
Checks.
Moided.
It's like not moided. Done a person. Judges a person according to his action. Now, we see that Rachel had kina. Rachel has kina on a sister. Rachel has kina on a sister. It's a double neuroneurose. Kina on a sister.
We said the doctors. We don't. The Rebbe only said when Hazal says these things, it's not when we look at the doctors.
So we know. So Sami Kelem learns.
Very deep.
No, but even to say these words, even to say the Torah brings you that Rachel has kina. Says like I say, listen, I'm not Abchai Keneski had kina. It doesn't fit.
Why should a say that we don't?
No. But listen. Sami Kelem explains it. They get the concept. He explains that Hashem takes Rachel Imenu and he gives another action, and he sees, wow, you talk about Rachel had kina to her sister, but she gave the simanim to her sister. She gave the signs when the moment that sister won't get embarrassed with Yaakov Avinu, and she gave the signs. You know the story. Everybody knows the story about Yaakov Avinu. When she got married, she gave the signs. It means you say that she had kina, but the other side she gave a simanim to her sister. It means really she loves her sister. It's not being so no. So really is. So the definition you have to explain kina. It's not that you can understand what it says. It means it has a different understanding. Now you think means kina means one action explains to another action. This is what he wants to say. And this goes on all the person's life. A person, and this it goes now like this. A person spends money, talks about it here. When it comes to his own interest, he will spend a lot of money. X, Y, Z, for no reasons why. But our subject is you have to take the yoke of your friend. If you spend the same money on yourself you spend on your friend, on yourself you spend the money.
But that's a tablet, right?
I think it's talking about you're doing about on yourself you teva. Now it comes. You want to be noise bol bechaveroy. You want to do a good action. So it comes on the friend. You have to spend money on your friend. So there, wait a second. He needs this, he needs that. On yourself, you spend all the money. You take a taxi. You go here. You spend a bit the best thing. You do the best thing. When it comes to yourself, if it comes to your friend, what do you think about? So there you may, I'm busy. I'm tired. You're tired. He says you're tired when it comes to mitzvahs. When it comes to get money, you're not tired. Why? If you know you can get $500 from a person, you won't be tired. And when it comes to get up to the minyan, you're tired. It means they check one action against another action. And this is very shekach. You see, he says here, it's very alzeh ivadu kol hadivudim. And this he could do all the vidu on the world he could do. And this action, he could do all the vidu al chet. And this is so ivadu kol haviduim. What?
The yesod he's going to now say.
No, this is so we're learning.
What's the yesod?
The yesod is you take one action against another action, and that yesod you could do all the view in the world on it. It's very, very, very deep. But I give you an example. I take every example you want. I want to take the easiest example, the easiest one. Stinginess. It comes to yourself, because this he brings it. This he says here. This example he brings. Stinginess. This example Sami Kenna brings. Not because he brings this example. Stinginess. When it comes to your own interests, you'll spend all the money. Health, doctors, food. When it comes to mitzvah, what do you spend? Why it comes to mitzvah, Hashem asks you to do mitzvah.
You're saying if you spend all the money on your health, then why won't you spend it on mitzvah?
On the mitzvah, right? You worry about sleeping well. You worry about sleeping well, eating well. And when it comes to mitzvah, you don't worry about it. So here you do one action, another action. So the tzaddikim, one action explains the other action, that comes out good. By the Rishonim, one action explains against them. I remember this story. My father always used to say this story. Was this guy, I don't want to say names, he never had money for no mitzvahs. I know the persons, I know that I don't want to say names because I know that when it came to Son's bar mitzvah, he spent a couple of $100,000 he took him with a horse ride, and he spent almost a couple $1,000. So my father explained this thing. Ask him money, never spend no money. When it comes to his own interest, you spend all the money in the world. He has all the money. So then he was asking him, explain what's going on here. You have the money, you don't have the money. You have the money, you don't have the money. When it comes to you for yourself, you have the money. So now our subject is carrying the yoke of your friend. So when you're talking about yourself, you spend all the money. You carry for your friend. How much you spend money on your friend? At this point is involved. At this point you're stingy. You be hard. You're tough and you're hard and fight. You know, I have no money. I cannot give. How I can give? I have no money. I have no money. When it comes to your interest, you can find the money. Why you don't go to your friend, you don't find the money? This is at this point, and he brings this example. And this example he brings. And the money part he brings the example. He brings kinna, type of covered, all these things also. But the point, the easiest part is the money part. The easiest part is the money part. Why? When it comes to your own interest, it says why it comes to this, you kaloi. Kaloi means you're very stingy. To mitzvahs. Shabbos. Famous story was this guy used to be is a dua, but both in our generation, but he already passed away, so it's easier to talk about. Her name is Rabbi, the ex name. He used to take the children, he says, you believe in Hashem? He says to the children. He says over to the children. You believe in Hashem? Yes. He says to himself, I believe in Hashem. And himself he says, I believe in Hashem. She says to the children, you believe in Hashem? Yes. Again, over again. You believe in Hashem? Yes. He says all to the children, you believe in Hashem? Again, you go a couple of times. Again, I believe in Hashem? Yes. He says to the children, you believe in Hashem? Yes. He says, how much all the money you spend on Shabbos, you get it back. This he says. All the money you spend on Shabbos, he goes to the supermarket with his children. He says, all the store you can buy for Shabbos. I give you all my credit card, all the money you can spend on Shabbos. All this store you want, all the ice cream and cakes and cookies, and all the games, everything you want for Shabbos, you spend the money on Shabbos. Famous rabbi in Lakewood. Famous rabbi in Israel. But it's famous that he used to do that for his children. He believe in Hashem, he don't believe in Hashem. He believe in the Torah says, you spend all the money on Shabbos to get it back. You can spend all the money, you spend $100 or $200 or $500 you get it back, $1,000 you get it back. You believe in Hashem, you don't believe in Hashem. You're a faker, I'm not a faker. And they used to spend all the money, comes to the supermarket, all the money he gave his children. Everything, gave him, what you want to buy for Shabbos, you buy. No limits at all. That is famous, but it doesn't go also to Torah, the same idea. You believe in Torah, you don't believe in Torah. You believe in Torah, see the Torah is more value than everything in the world. How much you ready to give up on learning Torah? How much you give up? Maybe for $100, you will lose almost 2 hours of learning for $100. It means you don't give up. A person will lose for $100. He will lose a couple hours of learning because they gain $100. You can buy something cheap, and he has to go to the store to buy cheap, and he'll spend $200 to buy something cheap, and he's spending 3 hours of learning Torah because of it.
You give up 3 hours?
He's giving 3 hours of learning because he has to buy something cheap. I mean, he has to learn, let's say, 3 hours in the morning.
Yes, 3 hours
Said, and now you can buy something cheap.
So he'll give up 3 hours to go buy it cheap? That you mean?
Yeah, then you can buy expensive and buy and not to spend the 3 hours.
He'll give up the 3 hours of learning and go buy this thing cheap in 3 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
So you see, the value is learning. You value learning, no value no. You know the Torah is more than all the money or not. And this goes on every part. You see all the videos I could do on it. It says all the videos I could do on it. One action gets another action. And it goes on. I explained it last time when I learned it, but I didn't want to go too deep because it can come very, 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 very scary. Scary like I never saw. Scary like I never saw. Very. It goes more deeper, more deeper, more deeper, more deeper. And you see, if you make more kachatziyu, you see, like the Apostle says, because you see the biggest fake in the world. Because everything you do is only more interested in yourself. You don't really think you're tzaddik, you're not a tzaddik, you know, all these things. You see it shake you to the core. And able to, it's good if you want to do tshuva and want to grow. This you can do the biggest tshuva. Without get a person, they get the most tshuva in the world. Say, and this you can do all the tshuva in the world when you work on that. To know you don't do these things. And this is so I want to take only one point on stinginess. To give money. To give money. The tzara is he says here, Itzara gets a person so much, it brings the Shabbeinu Tam. This midah brings you not only if he's stingy. This makes a big midah brings you. Other words, midas. The midah of stinginess. This is the worst stinginess and everything.
The worst midah?
The worst midah will destroy. It means oila kolona. And he goes more deep on it. I want to go deeper more on it. And he says, Ad Kedei Kach, he says, if a person he knows he's stingy, there's no way out. You have to learn Mussar all the time on it. It's so bad that midah. Stinginess is so bad. You know, stinginess, kamtzan, hold the money, is so bad that midah. It's impossible to be Eved Hashem b'chlal. If you have the midah stinginess, you cannot be Eved Hashem. You cannot be. This is a midah that destroys Eved Hashem. And you see, it's all the mice soiter and so on. You have to learn Mussar so much on it. And the Rabbi, my father used to, and he says here, Kavod the Zohar mamish. When you kidney is mamish like Kavod the Zohar. You have to stage it. Yes, you have to oisik on it. Like laako achav with Kavod the Zohar mamish. No, ke. It says ke. Like Kavod the Zohar mamish.
What means it's like you have to work on it.
You have to work on it, destroy, take it away, and you like.
So like to take away the take this away.
Yeah, like it says 36 times in the Torah, they take away the Zohar. There's so much you have to oiker the midah of stinginess. It's a very bad midah, very bad midah, and a lot of chachamim can fall into it. You see, there's other places it says. Chachamim with rabbis with big beards and pious and learning Torah, you can fall into the midah of be stingy. It doesn't. If you don't work on the midah, you don't work on. You have to know how to give. Tzedakah, chesed, tzedakah, to know how to give it. It's a very, very bad midah. And if the person has that midah, he has to work on it and to oiker it and destroy it and sign him the worst that could be. It comes to very deep. I want to learn about it, more about it. It's very. This I told you. First, I told the general one midah against another midah. So, but I want to take one point, a little point about stinginess, because he brings Rabbi Nutam on it and to work on it. And Bezat Hashem work on it this week about it. I take one point because he cannot work on everything. But this point he emphasizes more. I understand from him that is not get really much to know very much. You cannot really, you cannot be nice with if you're stingy. You cannot care about your friend if you're stingy. You cannot think about your friend if you're like this with money. You cannot. You cannot. My money, you cannot. You're taking my money, taking my things, my thing, my time, my money, all the same. You'll see more deeper. It's very deep, very deep. We look at it. We learn about it. Sabinu Tami brings it. It's very, very, very shoshi, very, very to the core problem. And in the end of the game, if you don't work on it, and the person has that midas to work on it, he has to work on it all his life. It's not something you say, I have midah this. I work on it like once a week, once a month, one day. It's an essence problem, a shoshi problem with money, and it's a problem. There's one guy I know, a person I know very well. I don't want to say names, nothing. No one knows. No one knows what I'm talking about. So he told me he used to be learning. He had a kollel and a yeshiva, and he had a yeshiva. He collected money, and now he became very rich. She told me I cannot even give $1,000 like I give him. And he used to ask stock from everybody, but his own midah.
People ask him for tzedakah.
No, he used to ask people stock years ago. That's lucky. He had Yeshiva. He had Yeshiva, and he had this, and he had that, and he had a lot of things he did in his life. But now he got money. He got a lot of money. He told me he got stingy. He said he never saw that in his life. He never saw that in his midos. He got so stingy. Like he says, you don't know. He said to me, you don't know how stingy I came. He said to me, I'm Shlomo. I kept stingy. I cannot give you $1,000. And he has not $1,000. Millions of dollars he has. Millions. Not 1 million. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He cannot. He's like, you give me $1,000. He cannot give me. He says, why can I give? He said to me, I got this in me, that me of stinginess so much, like, grab me, and I cannot give. When I give, it's like I'm going to die. It's like so hard to me to give. And he told me it's hard because he knows me. I know him. And he took this hard. And he wants to work on it. It's not like, but because he didn't really work on it when he was young, he had that midah all the time. He had the midah of stinginess all his life. But he didn't know about it. He didn't know about it. Very good. Very good. He didn't know about it. He didn't know about it. And then, later in his life, like, you see, when you're young, you have a problem with women. When you have a woman, when you get old, you have this problem of being in position, in houses. But now, there's not, but he never even worked at his midas of stinginess. And he comes like, very, very chazak. Here, Sabbath Bekenim talks about it. I'm not talking about they give a 500, they give you a 50 shekel, 100 shekel. They can give you now $500 like this. Not talking about that money he can give. He can give you a couple 100,000 and he cannot give you. The point is, he cannot even, it's hard for him to give. And he told himself, I heard it from him, I learned for myself that if you have the midah of stinginess, you have to, he says here, you have to learn all, it says here, you have to learn Mussar all the time on it. Because it's a midah that destroys all your avodas Hashem. All avodas Hashem.
What's the source for this midah being the worst midah?
Is Rabbeinu Tam. Rabbeinu Tam.
From where?
In a sefer of Sefer Ayosh Rabbeinu Tam, it brings it Shar Hashishi.
In Mishlei it says arrogance.
What?
In Mishlei it says arrogance is the worst.
Where's arrogant?
Different.
No, it's not. It's not a stira.
That's what it says in Mishlei. It's not
No. It's also true. Gaiva is true. Vadai Gaiva is the worst meat than all. Gaiva is the source of everything. And no one argues with that. He himself, Rabbeinu Tam says that Gaiva is the worst.
He agrees with his whole.
Yeah, there's not. But Pam is talking about a midah that to be Eved Hashem, a midah that you want to know Baruch Haveroi, and a midah of with emphasis of our subject involvement in it. This is like the midah of the stories a person is when he's stingy. You think about this, that. You cannot give. You think about every meal. It says if a person has a tzarus ayin, so even a little bit it destroys all your. If you have $1, that is tzarus ayin. So I heard this from Sharpin. Tzarut ayin. Eyes that is the bad eye on a person. So it says. So Rabbi Shaya Pinto, the chief rabbi of Morocco, he has I heard a tape from him. He bought a Chazal, heard a tape years ago. He says, if someone is stingy, let's say tzarus ayin, if you have money, you have $1, you have a shekel that has a tzarus ayin in it, and you have in your pocket, let's say $1 million, it will rotten all your $1 million that you have. He says the one, he bought a Chazal that $1 that you have is tzarus ayin, it could destroy all the money that you have. What?
It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, this is very, you have to know, don't get away from it. Get away from tzarut ayin. You know, his better person knows if this money is this, don't touch it. Don't touch money that people have a tzarut ayin in it. You know what tzarut ayin mean? Yeah, I mean, the person, it means every person is, don't take that money. Better live poor and live in a house that is simple than live in a big palace that has tzarut ayin in it. It's not healthy at all. But we are talking about self. To be a ben Torah, you have to be a Baal Chesed. The midah of Avraham Avinu is Chesed. Chesed means giving time, giving money, not to be stingy. Giving, not to be stingy. To know how to give. Not to be I and me and this and then all that subject is very sickness. And they'll give you 50 svaros for the svaros. People are stingy, they have all the svaros that could be, and they're right in the svaros. You understand? They have all the svaros in the world that they're right. And then again, they're stingy.
Because they don't give, they have all the right to say why they don't give.
Right, all the svaros in the world there. And you answer, nothing you do, all the svaros are right. But Savi Kalam, he says here, he says, Mishemagi, you have to magish, you have to feel that. You have to feel, and you find rayas. He says here, you find rayas and rayas against to make sure you don't give them money. All the raya of your rayas, and you want to do it, you matir it, all the money will destroy all the goodness that you have. Like Koirach, the money destroyed him. The money destroyed. The money destroyed him. We have to be Baalei Chesed, Baalei Tzedakah, Baalei Chesed, the best that we could do. And it comes to Torah, especially, and we have to work on it. It's not, everyone say, I'm clean with it. It's not true. Everyone has to work on it. There's no one, everyone has to work on it. I can show you before and you have to work on it. I talk about it. Maybe you'll learn about that this week. We'll talk about it. I'm being the Shulchan Aruch because this is I want to talk from all the midas he talked about. You have covenant and kina and all that subject to talk about. But I want to take one nikud that he talks about here that we can handle. Because covenant is very hard to handle, and kina is very hard. It's very hard to handle it. It's hard to put it in. It's very hard. It's hard. You can work on it, but it's not. The easiest one is this. For me, take one nikud is easy. And work on, we learn about it. And what we have to do is try to be a Baal Tzedakah, a Baal Chesed. Care about others. Care about yourself. And it goes in all everyone is on level of the situation. But learn about it and see to work on it. Because the money can get this everywhere, this way, that way. And it cannot be stupid, also not. Hashem give, who's a stupid person? Hashem gives his money and throws it away. So you have to know it. No, you have to have the right midas and the right avoid this Hashem. It's not like this. Yeah, it's avoid. You know what? Oh no, check this out, this and that. You have to be emes. Emes. When emes is able to, you know what emes mean? Emes. You have to be emes on yourself. Emes with your money. Emes. Emes on yourself. Emes and really. Emes, yes, no. You have to be emes really. According to emes, what is the right way? I mean, not to fake yourself. Not to live in illusion.